Okay, so we're out here near the stern drive. Here is the bell crank lever, and this is the bell crank itself, right? And if you look here, it's got a countersink. So this one is actually pretty deep. The one I just put in is probably about maybe half that depth. And this screw has to set itself up inside here. So when I took this thing apart, this was not only wobbling back and forth like this, but then also found this rivet here. See that? I don't know if you could see the play. So this rivet comes loose sometimes. So you add this in combination with this, now you got a unit that's not shifting anymore, or doesn't have enough throw to get it into either gear. So, you know, these things typically, if you screw them down all the way, you know, eventually they'll tighten up. All right, so it's tight now, but if you notice, the screw's bottomed all the way out. Now, if you look at the one I just put in, see the screw? It's not bottomed out. It still has a way to go. So, and I'd say it's probably only maybe a 1/16 of an inch, but that makes a difference, especially when you're shifting back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So eventually, you know, this guy will develop some play. Like I said, when I took it apart, I think it might have just been just slightly loose or something, but it was allowing it to move back and forth. Now, granted, this thing does have a cutout, so it couldn't, you know, just totally start spinning. So it's got a flat surface. And it seems like reverse is a deeper engagement on these OMC Cobras than forward is. So forward's kind of critical, so you need to have that forward engagement. But if you notice now, there is no movement back and forth with the tool in there. So you know it's pretty tight. So we're going to go ahead and adjust this cable using the OMC adjusting tools. You got this piece and you got the other one that you set the cable with up inside. And I'm going to set the lever to the center position. And there again, I can always change that if I want, and I'll show you how to do that in a second.